Okay, 1500 player, and let's play Queen's Gambit. Knight f6. We just take here and take the center afterwards. Okay, now we need to protect the pawn on e4, and yeah, let's develop. Okay, I think he might play bishop b4 next and attack, and he will attack this pawn indirectly. On the other hand, maybe I just play bishop g5, threatening e5. And now let's develop. He has problems with this bishop. And okay. Yeah, for sure I will keep my bishop here. So what next? Maybe I put some more pressure on the C file. Yeah, okay, this is weakening the kingside position of black very much. I mean, he can get my bishop now, but as said, I think these weaknesses will become crucial now. Maybe I can, use this diagonal in the near term. I just wonder, is it better to provoke him to play knight g4 and knight e3, or should I retreat to g3? No, I think this is better. Then I have a strong center when he takes on e3, an open f file. And should I already play e5 maybe? I don't want him to play e5 himself. And I want to use this diagonal. I weaken this square, this is true, but I think this diagonal is very interesting now. Okay, this knight is doing nothing there. So first step, bring over the bishop to b1. If he plays knight c4 now, he already is lost because queen d3 is attacking the knight and is threatening checkmate. Here surely I will take en passant. And okay, now let's threaten to penetrate here. h7 is mate, so he needs to protect the mate. What about knight e5 now? This looks very strong. Yeah, let's do it like this. He needs to retreat the rook now. Maybe rook g7. And now I thought I'd just sacrifice the rook here. So I would sacrifice the exchange, but in return all my pieces are playing very good now. Knight e4, knight to f6. looks good to me. These pieces are not doing that much, so, and this knight here is out of game anyway. So what I do now is concentrate all my pieces to attack the king. So knight f6 and knight g6 are very dangerous threats now. And there are so many weaknesses now here around the king. I don't see a defense. Yeah, I mean, I'm very happy with almost all my pieces. The rook is excellent here on the f-file. It's the only open file. The two knights, very dangerous here in the center, threatening to go to f6, g6. The queen and the bishop here on this diagonal, yeah, very nice. And yeah, look at the black pieces. The knight is doing nothing here. These pieces are not into the game at all.
Check.
Yeah, let's check. And now I thought knight g6. Is there something better? I mean, it doesn't work, you know. If I move the queen to h7, takes knight g6, I can take the queen, but checkmate with the rook afterwards, no. Yeah, then
check.
Let's just take the exchange back, and now we threaten a mate here on g8, but here the mate is coming from the other direction, so there is no square, and he needs to move his queen to g8, and then it's checkmate. Yeah.
Black resigns.
So this game was all about quick development, and yeah, on my side, I developed my pieces very quickly. On the other hand, black was not able to bring his pieces into the game. And then at the end, I mean, this is all, I think there's nothing very special here going on, but g5 is weakening the kingside position a lot. So from this point of time, I just thought about mating black because of all these weaknesses, and this diagonal looked to be very, very good for me now. So all the moves that followed were aimed to increase the pressure on the black king, and yeah, he tried to defend. I mean, he needs to get some pieces to his king, otherwise what does he want to do? It's a simple threat of mate, and yeah, but he weakened on the other side his position even more. So and if you look at the pieces of white, they are all in excellent shape, and what I really like in this game is that you can see that this exchange sacrifice worked in an excellent way. So I mean, there are just very few defenders on the king side of black, and one is a bishop. So it was natural that to destroy the defenders of the king. I mean, the problem is if I don't win in an attack, in a mating attack, and then there is an opportunity that black will not only survive but maybe win an endgame. But the thing is that in this situation, an endgame is very, very unlikely, because all these pieces are not playing in the game. I mean, what is this rook doing? It's doing nothing, and this this knight is on the rim. It doesn't do anything at all, and the bishop here is also locked in, just has one square to go. So if you compare the pieces, yeah, white's pieces are much better, and I wanted to keep this knight. It's an excellent knight here on e5, and you saw that I could win the exchange back later on. So the exchange sacrifice, I think, was the crucial thing here in this game, to get rid of a defender of black's king. And if you look now at this position, I mean, all the pieces are working in a way to attack black, and there's no way that black can survive this attack. So look out for possibilities to sacrifice an exchange if you get some compensation in return. There are different ways of compensation, and here the compensation was an excellent piece play and great attacking chances, and this is more than enough if you sacrifice an exchange.